On day one of our BMT hike through the Smokies, I didn't do a lot of video. Couple reasons. One was it was a straight up climb, and you would have been hearing me huffing and puffing more than anybody needs to hear anybody huff and puff. We had about a 4,000 foot gain in elevation over 5.5 miles. That was our introduction to the Smokies and the Benton MacKaye Trail. We chugged along. There were several other people on the trail with us that day because it was a Friday, and all the weekend folks were out. There was a couple from Texas that had just gotten into backpacking, and this was like their second or third trip. We passed them a couple of times, and we all camped up the top of Sterling Mountain. At the top of Sterling, there was a couple of guys up there that were already camped, and then there was two couples from a local town in Tennessee that hiked up together. We passed them a couple of times back and forth on the trail. They were nice, and we shared a campfire with them that night and said goodbye the next morning. Climbed up the tower at Sterling. Got a lot of pictures of the sunrises and sunsets. That was by far the prettiest view. Didn't have a lot of wide open vista views on this hike. Just in the middle of the woods, lots of creeks, river crossings, and beautiful foliage on the trees. A couple things about the climb up to Sterling was really neat. We crossed lots of creeks, and a lot of uphill switchbacks. But once we got up to the higher elevations, it's 5,900 feet to the top of Sterling, and then however many feet the fire tower is on top of that. But once we got up above, I'd say about 5,500 feet, the hardwoods really thinned out. And all leaves had dropped at that point. That was November 5th. And there was hemlocks everywhere. It reminded me a lot of the Pacific Northwest where I grew up, Washington State, Oregon. Just a lot of conifers, and there was moss all over everything. Picture of that. But yeah, it was well worth our climb. Those first couple of days, I didn't do a lot of videos because there was just so much climbing.